Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Saturdays the Battle Smols, latest session number. I can't be bothered to look it up at the moment.
17.
17. Someone's looked it up. Okay, it's time to decide who DMs with the Wheel of Fate. Wheel of Fate, turn. Decide whose turn it is to roll the dice.
I thought we all rolled dice. Wait.
The DM's dice.
Oh.
Click. Oh, look. Okay, I don't know who he originally said, but suddenly a dagger has just appeared into the board with a notice saying it's Star's turn. Okay.
Well, it's a star under the note with the dagger anyway. Why did they do that?
For emphasis, clearly.
I guess someone really wants me to do a DM. Okay.
Wait, Lantern, why do you have that box of daggers to throw at the wheel of DMing under your chair?
Those are my cheese knives.
They say do not use for cheese, they'll explode right next to it.
I like to live dangerously.
I checked the handle of the knives. It says property of Kikyo.
Wait, why is Kikyo texting me saying Lantern stole her knives? So, Star, what have you got for us today?
I got a little bit of an idea going on. How does everybody like pirates?
Yarr!
Yarr!
By the yard.
Oh. That I guess we shall begin. A couple of weeks have passed since the shenanigans from last session. The bunny population has gone from, holy crap, this is way too many, to, wait, where'd they all go? Magpie had sent out aid from Pixie Ward and her Beastmaster friend after a lovely heart-to-heart chat resulting in the adoption of a new pet for the Gloomstalker Fey Hunter, which you can read from a nice little fanfic Mage made. I'm sure Raven will link that down in the description of this video.
Yes, make Raven work harder!
How dare you!
Had begun setting up wards to capture the ones at the guild before tackling the wilderness numbers. However, upon returning, he discovered not only did he barely capture any rabbits at all, but the population seemingly overnight had drastically lessened with no discernible explanation.
Yeah, sure, no discernible information. I think Raven should link that fiction too, if anyone wants to die.
Mm-hmm. The Beastmaster was definitely able to get a hold of most of the rabbits Tedlin sent out, however. Some were sadly eaten by local wildlife or run over by a cart or something. Rabbits are at the bottom of the food chain for a reason. One did manage to escape and is out running around with the flyers supposedly still stuck to their back. But nonetheless, the isle is ecologically sound, thank God. Few of the bunnies that were captured were adopted by members of the guild, with 2 very fluffy males becoming therapy animals in Human's office. Their names are Cuddles and Snuggles.
I feel called out.
Otherwise, going down the list on the Discord, Shifros, what has he been up to?
Shifros has largely been trying to get the vegetable stocks in the kitchen resupplied because, well, during the bun invasion, quite a few buns managed to find those vegetable stores. And
lovely.
As low as bunnies are on the food chain, the vegetables are one step down from that.
I see. Magpie, I know after last time you must have had quite an adventure. What's she been up to?
Magpie has been, besides seeing Human at least once or twice a week, been doing everything she can to distract herself. until Dave mysteriously disappeared for a bit. She's been spending time with him, spending time training with Tiny, with Badger, spending time with Ludwig, crying into his arms, crying in Human's office, doing every one of her hobbies and crafts, training, sneak training with Whisper, sword training with Ludwig and with Badger, archery training, avoiding Almar and trying to do damage control on that little situation. Basically, she is basically be doing anything not to be alone with her thoughts for more than 10 seconds.
I see.
Because if she has, well, she's been having nightmares. And flashbacks. And yeah, she's not doing great.
And what about Okosan? What's he been up to since his egg venture?
Okosan has done many things. For example, he's been flying over at the orphanage with the children. And he's been making more wrestling action figures for the children. And he also discovered things in the kitchen that makes the water taste like the Kwisatz Haderach water. So he's been drinking that. And every so often, El Pudin Diablo has been getting back in the ring. Having matches and generally serving the purpose of great justice.
Oh my.
Well, we know where the cinnamon stores went.
And how about we ask about David? Oh wait, where have Dave and Tiny gone? Seems they went to go help Snark in the lab, and they haven't been seen for a while. I'm sure it's fine. So
thinking on it, where's that weird little druid that wanted to make a bunny king too?
Yeah. So I guess now that's the question of who's Raven playing this session.
This time by request, Raven is playing Whisper is Whisper.
Hey, baby!
So what's Whisper been doing amidst all the bunny madness?
Whisper has been down in town. Whisper being courier, taking messages to and fro.
I assume you're hanging around Magpie a lot too, knowing what's been going on.
Whisper's staying close when can, when not busy.
Aw.
My little snake baby's growing up.
Now, as for Lo, currently not here at the moment, but they've been having more regular sessions with Human as well. But now, as for the other plot thread from last session, Yuki. Well, there's some good news and some bad news pertaining to her condition. The good news is she's awake. She wasn't in a coma as long as the first time. The bad news, though, is for some reason another unusual side effect has occurred. She's lost her voice.
Well, shit.
And not just in terms of talking or singing, which for a boisterous bard like her is heartbreaking, but even written words and pictures are coming up blank as if someone or something is preventing her from communicating. Various doctors and magic users have tried to figure out what's causing this, but most they can assume is some reaction to the fey magic that came from the box. Either way, Yuki's taken to hiding and sleeping in her room most days, with Cyrano close by or in Human's office. Though most she can do is listen and attempt to gesture how she's feeling, or let Cyrano do the talking. And as such, she is currently under quarantine, because we don't know what the heck's going on with that. But suffice to say, morale is a bit lower than usual for both the guild and the Smols. We open in on Magpie and Okosan, along with Whisper, coming to greet Shifrost as he returns. Have it away, folks.
Hi, Shifrost.
Okay, something seems different today. What happened while I was gone?
Well, some fey muckery happened where I got this mysterious box. It age regressed me, Yuki, and Okosan. Okosan was an egg with legs. I was a little girl, and Yuki was a little fox kit. The Fey magic did something that took away Yuki's ability to communicate at all, including written words. She can't talk, sing, write, draw pictures. She's basically just gesticulating like crazy. They're trying to figure that out. Okosan's fine. Lucy and Hugh-Man a bit more because they had to babysit us, along with Ludwig, Hugh-Man, and Snark, and some weird raven guy from the frickin' library, who won't give us his name, by the way.
Okosan licked a box, and then after that there was a lot of darkness, and then Okosan came back. Where did Okosan go? Okasan's not sure.
Well, I remember everything, and you remember how I didn't have memories because the Pumpkin King took them, Shifrost?
Somewhat. I was always a bit hazy on that.
I remember everything from that day now. I've been seeing Doc a lot lately, and, well, let's just say, I haven't been doing too great.
I do not know how to react to this.
How
Is
about
there a reason? Who did you offend?
I didn't offend anyone. This was sent by an admirer of my work.
I have heard the term admirer used to mean someone that wanted revenge on you.
They said I could. I don't know. The thing is, I'm not sure if this is somebody trying to hurt me or help me. Why would they give me back those memories that were rightfully mine, technically, but I'm just going through a mourning process. Lulu's been a big help, though.
Okosan has many admirers. That's how Okosan wound up in the Book of the Month Club.
That's why we have Strange Owl following us from behind Haunted Plant at all times now, too.
To be fair, Crandall was a big help during the harvest, so I can't really fault him. How about you? Have you had better luck in your adventures?
Somewhat.
Oh.
Still cannot talk about it, but hopefully...
Oh no, Shifrost can't talk. He's also a victim of fairy curse. Maybe he'd like delicious cinnamon water to help.
No. Oh yeah.
Wait, is that where all our cinnamon has gone?
Yes. Oh, I did find out something about my mark.
You found out something about the mark.
Yeah, the arrow I have. Me being taken as a baby was a test by the Lord of the Hunt for some sort of prophecy dealing with clocks and mechanical stuff. They don't deal with mechanical stuff, so my best guess is the Church of the Broken Heart.
Have you discussed this with Lo?
Yeah, first person I told.
How did they react?
They're willing to help. For some reason,
is chatting. Dolores, or Doris, whatever her name is, comes up holding a letter. Hey, you know of Viola? This letter just came in asking for them.
I'll take that. I know her. I'll get it to her as soon as possible. Thank you. She who must be obeyed. Remind me to make sure you get extra cakes for your dessert today.
Yeah.
Viola?
Long story. Can't really talk about it right now.
Fair enough.
Magpie rushes to get this to Sai and Yuki.
Okosan, I am loath to ask, but what was it about the bunnies that destroyed our vegetable stocks and overran yield?
That was the bunnies you brought back from the swamp. Magpie's calling back.
Bunnies showed up. They were very fluffy.
They were also very hungry from looks of it.
Yes, and they definitely are the ones that stole all the cinnamon.
What?
As this
Okosan, I can smell cinnamon on your breath.
As this conversation is coming in, Lo is rushing in to see Chef Ross in as well.
Ah, friend Lo, perhaps you would like this bow tie or some delicious cinnamon water.
Our cleric is having technical difficulties.
Okay. And meanwhile,
Hi.
you're not going to get a hold of... In the meanwhile, currently Yuki is asleep, so...
Well, if Sai is there, she'll give it to Sai. She's just trying to keep the Viola thing as down low as possible for Yuki's sake.
Right. Is Sai going to open the letter?
Would Yuki object to Sai opening the letter necessarily?
I don't think so. Right now she is sleeping and focused on trying to get better.
Sai will open the letter.
The letter, which is addressed to Viola and her group, is in fact a new mission request.
You kidding me? And they're using... Ugh.
Somebody knows about this, and that's deeply suspicious to me.
I don't like it either.
I think it would be prudent to keep her here and make sure that she's protected.
She's in no condition to do a mission anyway, so that's kind of a given.
I'll stay here and keep an eye on her while you guys see what this is about and see if you can find anything else out. He hands Magpie back the letter that he just read.
Let Yuki know what's going on, too.
Of course.
She runs back to the group. But she turns her thinking, should I tell Chef Ross he just got back what's going on since Lo just learned Yuki's old name?
Yeah. Maybe tell him.
Well, she's asking Sai because technically they're the only four that know it. I'm gonna be honest. Okosan?
Lo doesn't realize this.
I feel like the less people who know, the better. But when Yuki wakes up, we'll see what she thinks.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
I haven't even told Ludwig about this. This is how secretive we gotta be about it for now.
Also, don't tell the mongrel. He wouldn't understand it anyway.
You mean Okosan?
That thing.
No, we're not telling Okosan. I don't think Okosan registered it the first time anyway.
He was kind of in an eggshell.
Yeah, could he hear anything?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he was like actually talking or what was going on in that thing.
By the way, Si, thanks for offering to help with the face stuff. Just be careful, okay?
I always am. Note, he never is.
Always careful. Si, which one of us ran into the wall and went the wrong way in a secret passage in a mad cult?
Hey, I got us in there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And that was awkward, to say the least. I don't think thanks. Just be more careful than you normally are, which is about normal amount of careful.
So with that,
Alright.
the two head back to the canteen with Whisper and Chef Ross already waiting.
Turns out that letter is a mission. I can't give details on the whole Viola thing, but what's the mission?
All right. This particular adventure takes place in the bizarre land of Applewood. On this island on the eastern coast of New Chester lies a vast forest nestled in between the not-so-little Little Mountains and the inland sea.
The inland what?
Say,
A large race of bird folk and other creatures of the forest call it their home away from the hustle and bustle of the larger city or islands. Some of them enjoy rich lives beneath its verdant canopies, while others are more hardy, eking out a living along the rocky shoreline of the city Goat Coast. Among this locale lies the quaint and rustic Sunlight Port, a city built into a large sandstone cliff face. The citizens from Applewood avoid traveling via the forest surrounding area, for there have been rumor of ghosts in the coming years, and the bulk of its inhabitants are, let's just say, heavily superstitious. Though another story has surfaced recently, as mournful cries are to be rumored coming from the nearby caves at night. Folks think it may be haunted, but are too afraid to check it out themselves. On top of that, there's been reports of a dangerous group of pirates wandering about, though no news of theft or the like has been reported yet. The notice was sent by some unknown applicant calling himself the Captain, who requests seeing the group at the Margarita Rose, a popular shop in the Mercantile District, for more information.
what the hell a sea is, first of all, before we start diving into this?
Ah, the Mercantile Rose. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
You
We
have
must be
no
cautious.
idea. Again, I ask, does anyone know what a sea is? That's what I'm more concerned about. I've never heard of such a thing.
It is
The-
large body of water.
It's fifth letter of alphabet.
You've never heard of the ocean?
No. I mean, I've heard old legends about it, but
You
The
can
ocean?
drive vehicle down Worm and you have not heard of large bodies of water.
lakes, ponds, I've heard of those.
Imagine really big lake.
Whisper nose,
Whisper, what is it?
huge water expanse. Very salty. Lots of fish, lots of big things.
Salty
Wow.
water, that is not a thing. Cinnamon water, though. That is a thing.
Salty water is very much thing.
Are you sure?
Very
Uh-huh.
sure.
I've heard
Family
leg-
owns properties on oceanfront property for reasons.
Magpie is. Keep in mind, Pixie Ward is little tiny island. She's heard legends of oceans and seas, but she thought they all disappeared when the island shattered long before she was born. I thought all those disappeared when the island shattered. I mean, my family spoke of legends of giant fish that could swallow you whole and creatures with tentacles like human's face, only big, called squids, which is why we sometimes call Iflid squid heads. And fish with sharp teeth that could rip you to shreds.
Those
Maybe
are
not.
thing, yes.
Maybe.
They're real?
Yep.
Sometimes fishermen bring in big things with big teeth.
What?
Tastes rubbery. Tastes of urine.
Well, since you guys know about the ocean, I don't. You want to come with us, Whisper?
Whisper, come.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of down a member anyway, and noting pirates are involved. Those I do know about. We may need some extra sneak power, if you know what I mean.
Whisper will come. Whisper. We'll come. We'll help.
Keep in
You got-
mind, they have never actually been out on the ocean. I have just seen them.
Cyrano's the one with ship experience, unless... Whisper, have you been on the ocean?
Whisper on fishing ship once.
Really? You got to tell me the tales, little buddy.
Very smelly.
Can't be any worse than Okosan's musk.
No, there is a very
Okosan has
particular
manly
odor.
musk.
There is very particular odor that comes from ocean. It is hard to describe, but once you know it, once you experience it, you know it. You know it when you smell it.
It's at this point, Whisper tugs on the Magpie's sleeve and just whispers to her. Whisper thinks feathered Birdman has sea lice.
Sea lice? Is that a thing?
Among other things he has.
Magpie is just giggling like, well, he'll fit right in then.
Low backs away slowly.
So with that,
You hear the soft sound of, like, a Munchkin sea shanty coming from Okosan.
Oh, hell, it's got singing lice!
So-
Low continues backing away.
We're whalers on the Luma.
This whole shanty is going on as you're walking back to Dolores Doris to get the waystones for where you need to go. That's an unusual choice. Okay, you gotta go to room 8008, follow the adventure line.
Playing music is
Oh
the
no,
one-
not Adventure Line.
What's the
Not
adventure
that
line?
one.
Da,
front of
da,
you?
da, 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 da.
As you-
Da, 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 da.
This
So
is
you
what
know-
the lice are singing, by the way.
Yep, as you see it. Keep going.
I assume we all turn around and just see like a hallway with like a big yellow line like swirling through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Magpie's like, well, at least Okosan can follow this one. It's sound-based. Not a bad tune, either.
Leah?
You
Okosan
know,
must do his dance of adventure.
yep, I was afraid of this. Last time this happened, we were on this line for about 10 hours.
Everybody roll me an intelligent roll.
Intelligence? Are you sure?
Let me
Yep.
get my dice and also literally all of my D&D things because I showed up last minute.
Okosan's a genius today. Okosan got a 16.
Okay. So Okosan ends up branching off from the path. Ends up going through a door. He walks into what looks like a high school of some kind. Where all the students are Lumas. Except one girl who comes running up to him. Okosan! Okosan! I brought you beans! Happy Legumantines!
Lingumentines? That is Okosan's favorite holiday. Thank you, Boobs McButter, fellow high school student.
Okay. Rolling. Huh?
What the fuck?
I did not like high school that much the first time. Let's go back to Adventure Line now.
Nom, nom,
I
nom.
got
I
a
can't
20.
believe I just said that.
But Okosan, you must tell us more about the great mighty Lord Pooty. I'm ready for the trip and everything. I got my bent spoon packed.
Oh, the one true pudding, Lord Pooty. He
As-
believes in self-improvement and in becoming the strongest that you can be.
As you're preaching, more and more Lumas start gathering around to listen to your sermon. Start chanting your name.
Are we past the scene where I have to roll intelligence or
Yep.
frick?
I got a 23 while we were doing that.
I would have gotten
Okay.
a 6 anyway.
I only got a 10, so.
I feel like Magpie's the only one who actually knew how to follow the line.
Yeah, she got there with no problem at all. She
Yeah.
wandered off from the rest of the group.
Yeah. Let's just say. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, she kind of ran from the high school thing.
Yeah, I figure Lo would like just try to like walk through and like follow it like with their eyes, but then get very confused because it like just there are like so many directions that it goes in. They're just like,
Yeah. Well, actually, Whisper. We'll get to Whisper, but as all the cheering is going on, suddenly Okosan gets tapped on the shoulder, and it's Human. What are you doing here? Your session's not for next week, and you're somehow in the doctor's office.
Things were magical, Dr. Human. Okosan went to high school. It was great.
Shouldn't you be on a mission or something?
Mission? Oh, that's right. Okosan was going to beat up the 5th letter of the alphabet.
Okay, bye.
Farewell, Doctor. Have a great day and happy Legumantines.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to write another volume for that. But you eventually managed to run into Magpie back at the actual teleporting room.
I feel like she saw the high school thing, ran. She just looks at Oaks and is like, what in Sam Hill was that horrible nonsense?
Okosan went to school, he did.
That ain't a school.
It was Legumantines, Okosan's favorite holiday. Munch, munch, munch.
what is Legumantines?
I think it's a bean-related holiday.
That sounds about right.
Girls give
meanwhile-
beans to the boys they fancy.
Whisper, meanwhile, had gone and ran from that as well. Ended up at another door. In a room entirely made of cheese.
Oh, no.
What?
Please tell me Whisper. Oh, better go find my sneak buddy. Whisper!
A door opens up. A light turns on. And there stands a young woman, dressed all in purple, with big black wings.
Oh, God damn it!
Whisper cowers at the sight of this person.
Oh, hello there, little one. What you doing? What are you doing in my cheese vault?
Oh, hell.
Whisper if you're lost. Whisper,
Oh, you lost?
Whisper,
Well, here. Good.
Whisper, no, Whisper is anymore. Whisper meant to eat with others.
Oh, did you say? Well, hopefully if you come out here, you'll get right where you are. And she hands him like a little bag of cheese before sending him on his way, and he just pops into the teleport room.
What? Are you alright, little buddy?
Whisper has gone to the cheese closet.
There's a what? Why do I feel like there's like a hand of Lady Kiki waving and Mag was like, buddy?
This is a boat. This is a boat.
This is, you know, Ludwig mentioned how complicated and weird this place is. I'm starting to think there's some sort of curse on this place. I'm not sure if it's Fae or something else.
Honestly, I just think it's because we showed up.
I don't think we're helping.
Yeah. I mean, what can we do?
So with that, you guys jump into the teleporter, and honestly, given the timing, this might be a good place to call this episode.
Yay!
We've only been running for 35 minutes.
Huh? Wow. Okay, I guess we'll go a little bit longer then.
Okay.
So, with that, you all get into the teleporter. and you arrive on a very nice sandy beach.
Oh, this lovely. Is this a beach?
That is a ridiculous amount of water.
That's the sea.
How close?
That is not
that
a-
is very salty water. Please do not drink it. It will not go well with you if you do.
That is clearly the cinnamon water.
How close?
It is not cinnamon water.
It's decidedly not cinnamon water.
What were you gonna say, Raven?
How close is Okosan to the water?
Not as close as he's going to be in about 30 seconds.
Magpie actually walks up to the water, puts a little bit on her fingers, and tastes it.
Oh, Okosan runs in and, glug.
Oh, it is salty.
This is not
Yep.
the cinnamon water at all.
I told you it was not cinnamon water.
It is lies and deception. The one true pudding does not approve of this.
Out of
Okosan
character.
rolls to attack the ocean.
Out of character. I just want to say, I thought you were gonna say this is advanced water.
Let's see here.
More like unadvanced.
You know, downgraded
Oh.
water.
Okosan got a 23 to punch the ocean.
Why? Okosan, I don't think you can punch water.
Los-
You
Can-
punch hard enough. A shark flies through the air. It just
That'll
screams at you,
teach you.
It screams, "You bitch!" and then just splashes like 20 feet away.
You know, that fish wasn't hurting anyone.
Lo somehow ignores all of this and just like stares out into the open expanse in all of its openness, I guess.
Magpie is taking in the smells, the sights, the sounds, because she's never seen anything like this in her life.
Neither is Lo, except maybe once.
Go goody, we must get on water, yes?
Whispers
Uh,
going
Yeah,
around
yeah.
everyone just after a piece of cheese.
Oh,
Aww.
oh my god. Thank you.
Thank you, little sneak buddy. The ocean's beautiful.
This water is lies, but this cheese is delicious.
Whisper also whispers to Lo. Take 2 extra bits. Put in ears. Drown out bird.
Thanks. A little gross, but thanks.
Don't recommend eating afterwards.
Okay.
a side effect is the saltiness of water will kill quite a few of the bugs infesting Okosan.
Joke's on you, we're sea lice.
Okay, good to know, but
Also,
Shit.
we've unionized.
Oh no!
while Okosan's flea sea show causes trouble, I remind me to take Ludwig here.
Are you sure
Anyway,
you can get back here?
I'll find a way.
I also would not recommend swimming in water for very long.
Why
Yeah, there's-
not?
Yeah, there's a lot of sharks in that water. You hear somebody up behind you.
Howdy. We're looking for the Rose Market Square.
The person behind you is a fairly elderly looking, well, somewhat elderly looking Vulpin. He seems to be a little worse for wear. He is wearing a cone of shame, dressed all in orange, It looks like a pizza medallion on his neck.
Question. Does Magpie say recognize him from the dream she was in with Yuki?
Roll me perception.
In other words, roll one of Magpie's special abilities. $23.
You don't recognize him from the dream, but you do notice a specific fox head-shaped marking on his left paw.
She narrows her eyes at him. We're looking for the...
Go ahead.
We're looking for the market area.
Oh, the market district? Yeah, it's right over northwise. You can't miss it.
Hmm. Can he tell that she went from very friendly to, I don't trust you as far as I could yeet you into the ocean?
Nope.
You think you'd be able to tell? And, that marking on your paw. Should we be worried about that? Kind of like a tone in her voice that says, I know what that marking is, do not lie.
What, this?
Yeah.
Believe what you will.
Uh-huh. Come on, guys, let's go.
So what exactly are we doing here?
Somebody's gonna meet us in a particular area and give us more information. He's calling himself the captain. By the way, you saw that mark on the fox's paw, right?
Kinda.
Don't trust it.
No, I did not see that mark. That is a natural 1. Okay.
Oh, should I roll perception too?
That's up to the DM.
If you want.
Okay. Let me.
Even with my bonus, I still don't clear 10.
Perception is wisdom. So I got a 16 somehow. I think I noticed it a bit.
Don't trust it.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
we get Bird Brain out of water, please?
Oh, for the love of Okosan, come on! And she goes to get the bird.
Okosan will defeat you. Oh yes, he will.
Okosan, it's not even alive. It's a body of water.
That's what it wants you to think.
Good luck trying to convince him otherwise.
Come on, Okosan. And she's looking at the fox like, don't mind our friend. He's a little touched in the head.
Yeah.
You hear the Vulpin call back. Safe travels.
Bye.
So, where are we going to find this captain character?
What
the
was the name of the
Margarita
building?
Rose.
The Market Rose. Huh, Okosan remembered.
Well, actually,
Margarita Rose?
There you go. As the party arrives in the city, you see the travelers navigating roads carved out of the cliffside and rope ladders recycled from old ship's rigging. The city is large and bustling. Vulpin, birdfolk, and many other small-stature denizens alike pass by as you wander the street. Many give weird glances towards Magpie due to her large height, some running in fear while others laugh and point in awe.
I'm just visiting, folks. No need to make me into a dang spectacle.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Don't
going to
laugh at
take
her.
a look at. I'm going to take a look at the buildings here
Okay.
and see if I can determine if they were made by ships because a lot of ships were wrecking, or if people just decided to tear down the ships. And that would be 16 on the perception check.
No, you could tell they were definitely wrecked ships.
Guys, something is out in water which destroys a lot of ships.
It's probably the fact that the water is evil.
Or something in the water is evil is more likely.
The water's heart is evil. We must find and defeat water heart to restore water to good.
Probably sea serpent, kraken, giant octopus, many big things in water.
It's possible, yes.
Why don't I not like the sound of any of those things?
Because they're probably bigger than... Some sea serpents will be about size of worm you rode on.
Oh, great, a water version of the damn worm, and I don't have the war machine on me.
I mean, there are boats, right?
Yeah, they don't seem to have wheels, much like the Airbuses.
I guess I was just trying
That
to be
is
funny.
because boats float on water and go forward.
Kraken's worse.
I
Kraken's
know.
worse. Think like humanoids.
Did you reason with them then?
No.
Oh, great. They think like humanoids that don't give a crap. That's even worse.
Think more like dragons.
As you're wandering around, everybody make me a perception roll.
Okay.
If I could roll something double digits, that would be nice. 23.
15. Perception is
4.
wisdom, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Great.
4. Okosan is fascinated by his own feat.
25.
Disgusting.
Everybody who rolled over a 15 then.
Does that include rolling a 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. No, wait. I did my math wrong. I got 11, so that would be 14.
Okay, so what was Shifrost and Whispers?
23 for me.
Okay.
10.
Okay, so Shifrost and Magpie are the only ones who then spotted. Centrally within the Mark District, you notice a particularly large and compelling shop made from a refurbished ship's bow with a serpentine figurehead.
What's the name of the shop?
The Margarita Rose.
We found where we're supposed to go. I figured it'd be an inn.
It does sound like one, does it not? Yes.
Guess we go in.
I guess so. Okay, everybody, it looks like we found where we need to go.
Ooh, a margarita rolls. Maybe they have cinnamon water.
Maybe they have pizza.
Maybe they will. Who knows?
Fun fact, Magpie's never had pizza either.
Pizza does canonically exist in this setting.
Yes, I know.
God.
And I'm
She's
pretty
never
sure
had-
Shifrost has made many of them.
Are we doing on time, Raven?
50 minutes. I say it's time to wrap this bit up.
Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for the first part.
Into the rose.
Into the rose.
But is it a kiss from a rose on the gray?
Yeah,
Habaga,
baby.
habaga, habaga.
Did you just cross that dumb wisdom?
Yes,
Yes,
he did.
yes, I did.
It's been a while since I've seen
Okay,
that
this
video.
is
The
Wraps
greatest
up.
American hero with that as well. Okay.
This wraps,
Did I?
Yes, you did.
this wraps up this part of this session. So until next time, be good, be well, and beware singing sea lice.
We're seawise on the bird. This is getting quite absurd.
See you next part.
Pirate adventure gone horribly wrong.
I know.
I was meant to be.
Are you sure it's a good
Say
idea
bye.
to put the
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.